In the heart of South London, where cold rain kissed the concrete and red buses moved like tired giants through the streets, lived a group of African immigrants whose paths might never have crossed, were it not for pain, kindness, and a simple act of courage. This story is not about fame or fortune, it is about heart. It begins with Ayo, a quiet Nigerian man with strong hands and tired eyes. Ayo once owned a mechanic workshop back in Ibadan, but life had other plans. With dreams in his pocket and a one Bible in his bag, he came to the UK seeking something better. Now he lived in a shared flat with peeling walls and noisy heater, working as a kitchen porter by night and sleeping by day. His hands scrubbed dishes, but his prayers reached heaven. He sent every penny home. His wife and 2 kids were counting on him. But loneliness, that was harder to send away. Across the street lived Amma, a Ghanaian woman in her 30s. Her laugh was rich, but rarely heard these days. Once a nurse back home, she now cleaned skyscrapers by night and studied for a UK nursing license by day. Her ex, a man she trusted with everything, had left her for another woman 6 months after they arrived. She'd cried for weeks, alone, cold, and ashamed. Amma trusted no one now, not even the friendly Somali girl next door, who always waved. That girl was Zinab, only 17, but carrying a heart much older. Her family fled from Mogadishu after the war took everything. In the UK, she walked the line between two worlds, the expectations of her parents and strange freedom of Western life. She wore her hijab with pride, even when it earned her stares. She was quiet in school, but she wrote poetry in secret. Poetry that told stories no one ever asked to hear. And then there was Musa. Oh, Musa. A Sierra Leonean cook who wore his pride like armor. He worked in a fast food joint and dreamed of opening his own place. But in his mind, life was a competition. He believed the immigrant also had no room for softness. If I help you eat, he muttered, there won't be enough left for me. And so, he helped no one, not even when he could. Rain had been falling all morning, steady and hard. Ayo returned home from work, tired but hopeful. That week, he had managed to send some extra money home. His daughter's school fees were due. But when he got to his flat, the door had a notice. Eviction. You have 7 days to vacate due to non-payment. Ayo stared at the paper. He'd paid, he was sure, but the landlord, a man who never liked immigrants, claimed otherwise. He collapsed into a chair, head in his hands. It was the first time in months that Ayo wept. His neighbors heard, but said nothing. Most didn't even open their doors, except Amma. She stood in the hallway, turned. Helping meant getting involved. It meant vulnerability. But she remembered her own tears. The night she had collapsed with heartbreak, and no one came. She walked over, placed a steaming cup of tea in his hands, and sat quietly beside him. That was all it took. The next day, she returned with something even more powerful, a college friend who studied law. Within 24 hours, it was discovered that the landlord had forged documents. Ayo's eviction was illegal. With Hammer's help, he filed a complaint and the case was reversed. Word spread, not just about the injustice, but about Amma. She had extended a hand when no one else had. Soon, Zainab brought over a box of samosas and a note that read, "We see you, Uncle Ayo." Ayo smiled. He hadn't felt seen in a long time. Musa, meanwhile, scoffed. All this hugging and helping. Do they think they're in Africa? He mumbled. But something gnawed at him. That week, his younger cousin applied for a job at a bakery, but was rejected. The reason? Musa had warned the owner, fearing the boy would take his hours. That night, as he scrubbed dishes, he overheard the manager talking about laying him off. Suddenly, that hit him. You can't block another person's light and expect your own to shine. 3 days later, Musa approached Ayo. For the first time, his voice wasn't arrogant. Brother, he said, can we talk? From then on, the neighborhood began to change. Zainab started organizing weekend meetups for kids in the estate. Ayo taught them basic car repairs. Amma started a WhatsApp group called Lift Each Other, sharing job opportunities, legal tips, and even devotionals. Musa surprised everyone when he donated half of his savings to help a Nigerian man pay for a certification course. I figured it out, he said. There is enough sky for all our stars. One cold evening, the group gathered in Amma's small living room for a potluck. Plates of jollof rice, fried plantain, injera, meat pies, and tea filled the space. But what filled the air was louder: laughter, unity, family. They sang, they prayed, they danced. And Ayo, with tears in his eyes, said, I used to think I was here to survive, but I think now I was sent here to connect, to learn, to build. In a foreign land, it's easy to hide, to compete, to protect only yourself. But every immigrant carries a suitcase, not just of clothes, but of dreams. And when we lift one another, those dreams become lighter. There is no need to dim another's light for yours to shine. Because in the end, when strangers become family, everyone wins. This story is for every immigrant who ever felt alone, for every soul in a strange land, wondering if they belong. You do, and together we rise. But what about you? Have you ever faced challenges living abroad? Have you experienced the power of community or the pain of being shut out? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. If this story touched your heart or reminded you that we all rise when we lift one another, please give this video a thumbs up, share with someone who needs encouragement, and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to tap the notification bell so you never miss a new story from this channel. Together, we are building more than a community. We are building connection, one story at a time. Thanks for watching.